From Ecuador, the Olympic champion, Lacey de Homez. She's actually the #2 athlete from Ecuador in this category, so she's going to be trying to overtake her teammate. Then Laura Amaro from Brazil, she sits at #11th, but we believe that's probably safe for Olympic selection. More on that later. Then we have Zielinska from Poland. She just won the European Championship. She's the world #16. Diana Chirinos from Venezuela, the world #12. Again, we think that's probably safe. We'll explain as to why soon. And then we have a legend of the sport, it's Kim Soo-hyun, who recently just got knocked down into the #2 slot for South Korea. So she now has to set a personal best to get into the top 10. Here's the reigning Olympic champion, multiple-time world record holder, but China's #2 in this category. It's Wang Zhouyu. Then we have the junior world record holder in the clean and jerk and total from Australia. It's Eileen Cikamatana. From the USA, making a heroic jump up from the 71s to the 81s, it's the ex-world champion, the USA #2 athlete in the category, Kate Vibert. And the final athlete, we have multiple-time world champion from Egypt, the second-ranked athlete in this Olympic category, Sarah Ahmed. Max, I think we have 2 Olympic champions and 4 world champions in this session. It's absolutely stacked.
Yes, yeah, it is one of the most stacked sessions.
All right, so we're underway. Wakana Nagashima comes out first, 105 kilos for her opener. So to get into the, well, we're going to say top 13 for now. Although, obviously, top 10 is completely safe, but top 13 might be safe. You would need 244 kilos. That would dislodge, oh gosh, who's in there now? I think Mc Jansen is #13 in the world.
Nagashino's ranked 20th, I believe.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of work cut out for her.
Yeah, she needs an 8-kilo personal best. But, you know, she's opening up with a personal best here.
Oh, a lot of power. She got the bar overhead fine, but it looped behind like that.
Yeah, you could see she locked out almost with the bar in front of her head, and it had so much horizontal movement.
Yeah.
She just followed it all the way across and then down behind her.
A miss like that is definitely better than a miss out in front. Maybe the front kind of indicative of not having enough power, but missing it behind like that, you just need a better trajectory. You could make that lift.
It was there at one point. It was in the right position. That's the main thing. So Zielinska is another athlete who's going to be trying to take a shot at going to this Olympic Games. She needs at least 5 kilos on her best to do it. Leon Chirinos now. So she's currently at #12. If we are to remove 2 of the potential 3 athletes above her who we think might be removed before the Olympics, then she is safe, but she probably doesn't feel convinced by that safety quite yet, so she's going to need to bump up a little also. Her best total is 247, her best snatch is 109. Here she is now at 105. Oh, very similar.
Yeah, same kind of miss.
Yeah.
Has the strength, has the speed, just needs to put it in the right place.
And can you believe that we're opening up at 105?
These numbers are big.
So they're calling for Kate Vibert, but we, having spoken to Spencer, know that she's not going to open up until 109 kilos. That's Spencer Arnold, her coach. So you can expect to see them bump up. And I believe she snatched around 116 kilos actually in training last week.
Yeah, I mean, if she's
Kate's sort of almost there. She's almost there.
Trying weights that she could be doing here it's a good sign for sure, you know, but we have to all be maybe a bit realistic. We'll find out. I mean, those are huge numbers for her. We'd love to see it though. All right, 105 again, Nagashima repeating.
You know, even if she makes this, she's going to have to make a big jump for a third attempt if she hopes to get the total.
Oh, she's corrected it. She's fighting for it here.
That is so
she's got
difficult when you're that wide.
It's so hard to see that. You know, she had the lift overhead. It was locked out.
Could you explain? I mean, I think a lot of people watching might just think, why didn't she stand that up? Perhaps you can give an explanation.
Yeah, you know, you can look at how upright her torso is. If her leg strength isn't adequate, it's so hard to drive up like that. You'd want to tip the torso forward to allow your hips to move back and up and straighten the knee and then recover. But when you're vertical like that, if your legs aren't quite strong enough, it's so hard to just overcome that resistance. You could see her trying to fight for a position, but wasn't there.
Let's see if Chirinos can have a better second attempt. 3 misses so far in this session.
Oh, that one was forward. Yeah, that one did not have the same kind of height on it that the original did.
I mean, we've come to expect this really with the first few athletes at an A session in an Olympic category. They are all trying to improve their total for Olympic reasons. And so we see a lot of misses, and that's 4 misses in a row now at 105.
Well, you know, the mentality is, you know, you're here for one reason only, and that's to make the total. And so, you know, we've even seen athletes putting their, in Nagashima's case, this is her personal record. You know, not the strategy you would employ if you wanted to build a total.
No.
But if you just need to throw it on the bar and go for it, you know, this is what you do. Personal record on the opening attempt. She missed it twice, caught it the second time, but struggled to get a position she could stand up from. Can she correct it here? It was a bigger pull, but
that's it. She's
too
out.
Much.
And she probably will not clean and jerk either. She might, but
at this point, there really wouldn't be anything to gain from it. She's too far out from the medals.
Some of Team China's turned up. We see the world #1 in the 49, Su Jihui. The ex-athlete and coach, Tian Fujiwan, is here. Angie de Homez, sister of Nacy de Homez, is here to watch as well. And Diana Chirinos now, do or die with this 105. She is currently ranked in 12th, which we think would be enough for the Olympics. But if she doesn't make this, she's going to have to sit back and watch. It's going to be painful as athletes attempt to move ahead of her and bump her out.
Oh, wow. She's done it.
Turned it on. What a relief.
Well, she's on the board in the snatch. The question is, can she make up that deficit in the clean and jerk?
First attempt, representing Brazil, Laura Amaro.
107 กิโลกรัมครับนักกีฬาหมายเลข4จากประเทศบราซิลยกครั้งที่ 1
Laura Amaro now from Brazil, coming out at 107 kilos. 3 kilos shy of her best. The training's been looking good. She is the world #11.
Coach looking extra stressed.
Oh, wow.
She's got to stabilize.
Yeah,
but she's done that.
She had to run it out a bit, but the pull was smooth and the catch looked easy. Quite a narrow grip.
107 again, please.
And
First attempt,
let's look. I mean, look at these potential openers. First of all, I'm shocked by Liang Xiaomei's 108 opener. Very light, very low down.
That's surprisingly low.
We know that Wang Zhouyu has not even touched the bar yet. She's put in for 120 kilos. Sarah Ahmed has put in for 117. She's not touched the bar yet. Apparently she's in trainers still in the back room. I wonder if she's not even going to lift. Nacy de Homez has just touched the bar. She's coming out at 118 kilos. She has to move ahead of Tamara Salazar if she wants to make the Olympics.
There's Zelinska now, her opener at 107.
Yeah, she did a pull in the back room with 105. I wonder if she snatched 100 and then just wanted to feel the 105 and didn't want to risk missing. Because it's a massive opener for her. Her best is 108, and she only just hit that in Bulgaria 2 months ago.
Yeah, she had a good meet there.
Very good meet.
Well, she's got a 2-minute clock now.
Yeah.
We'll see what she does. And surely taking the 107 would be the conservative move in a very not conservative strategy.
You can see Kim Soo-hyun there. Kate Vibert also ready to come out. So Kim Soo-hyun just hit the best total of her life at the Asian Championship with 254 kilos. She got put into a pretty strong place in the Olympic rankings at number 7, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, Kimmy Seol, her teammate, just now competing in the B session, snatched 115 kilos, clean and jerked 140 on her opener, and just took the Olympic spot from her.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, Kim Soo-hyun now, you know, she's got to fight. This has got to be the competition of her life.
It would be interesting to know how many athletes overtook other athletes in the last meets this quad. You know, I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Did we get as many upsets as we thought, or was it maybe in line with what was expected?
107 for Zielinska.
She had the height on the last one, but she did not even make an attempt to turn it over.
That's much
there
better.
It is.
There's potentially a bit of movement, but was it in the shoulders? Yeah, it was.
There she goes. That's a great attempt for her.
Tall athlete, pulls the bar very high, but she's got great depth as well, which helps. So Liang Xiaomei, she's been called for 108. She just made 110 in the back room, which to me is bizarre in both ways. Because why would she already be at 110 if she's coming out heavier? She's warmed up too early.
Yeah.
And then she wouldn't come out at 108 if she's doing 110. Here's Kim Soo-hyun. It's still, well, there we go, the change goes in. Liang's bumped up to 110.
So Kim needs a 256 total to pass her teammate.
And a bit of kindness in the back room as the Egyptian coach went over to Wang Zhouyu's team just to say, Sarah's not lifting, so don't miss time.
Very sportsmanlike.
Yeah. Okay, Kim Soo-hyun, this is a massive opening attempt for her. Her best snatch is 111. She's had a history of problems with the press out. She'll have to be perfect today. I think that's good.
Pretty good, yeah.
3 white lights. I wonder if she can do it. She's stronger in the clean and jerk than Kimmy Seol, but weaker in the snatch.
First attempt for Kate Vibert.
So 108 Kate Vibert, we think she's going to come out at 109. She made 105 in the back room, a little wobble, but that's often quite normal for Kate in the back room, just to have a one heavy wobble before coming out. I've seen that a few times.
Time begins. Vibert next.
Zielinska Stubinska coming out for her third attempt.
Nope, it looks like she's going to move. This will be...
So we're going to bump up to 109 now.
109 for Vibert.
So this is surely Kate's heaviest opener. Let's take a quick look at her lifting history just to confirm that.
I mean, this is only a few kilos from her best internationally.
Yeah. Okay, so she did open with this at the Grand Prix in December. But of course, she was trying to outlift Olivia Reeves there, and she had the best performance of her life by a long way, and it still wasn't enough. But she's gained some weight now. She's moved up to this 81 kilos because she knows she can't move ahead of the world number 2, Olivia Reeves. So she's trying to get into 5th in the 81 kilo category and make the selection ahead of Mary in the plus 87s. That is the plan.
It all starts on this lift. Wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
That is very strong.
Oh, she does look strong, Max.
Yeah, Kate looks to be in great shape. I don't think we've seen her move 109 like that.
No, she's not. I mean, like we said before, this would be one of the biggest upsets you'll see in the sport. And to maybe just explain it a bit more for people, the USA can only send 3 women. Right now they have athletes who are 4th in the world, Jordan Dela Cruz, 2nd in the world, Olivia Reeves, and then they have Coach Mary Tyson Lappin, her Instagram handle, Coach Mary, who is 5th in the world.
Yes.
And so Kate's trying to get into 5th, but be as a percentage closer to 4th than Mary is to 4th.
Right.
To do that, she needs to be 2 kilos shy of 4th in this category, which would require a 263 kilo total, which is a 9 kilo personal best. That's the story. Okay, here's the world number 1, Liang Xiaomei, opening up a little bit lighter than we would expect to see. But we have watched her in the training hall. We don't think she's in the best shape we've ever seen her. She's won 5 straight internationals.
Well, it's an easy lift.
Okay, yeah, maybe she's in. Maybe she is in decent shape. She's just a little light for where we'd expect to see her.
We hadn't seen Shi Jiang do much in the training hall in the
That's
clean and
true.
jerk, and he opened at 191.
We hadn't seen him snatch much either, and he opened up at near 160, maybe at
ขึ้น
160.
มาหมายเลข 9 จากประเทศออสเตรเลีย
Okay, Eileen Cikamatana now coming out. We can hear her before we can see her, and that's pretty standard for Eileen. She's the world number 5. Her best snatch internationally, 115. With her patented whistle as she gets herself ready.
Wow.
And she goes for the
snatch.
power snatch. You don't see that very often, but it is pretty characteristic of her lifting. She will often power her lifts. And then I guess the issue comes to that, sometimes then when she's forced to,
Right.
really catch the lift in a deep squat, sometimes she's just not had that practice because she's just been powering and powering.
Yeah,
So, but I mean, that looks, I will say that's the best I've ever seen her.
Yeah, she looks consistent there. I mean, she looks pretty sharp. She posted some videos on social media doing some big lifts from blocks as well.
160 maybe?
Yeah,
or?
huge clean.
Wow, clean, yeah.
But if she's in any shape like that today, big total from her would not be out of the cards.
Laura Morrow now. She's got the pull for it. She's fast enough. But she started standing a little bit early after she caught it on that opening attempt. She had to run it out. This is a very big lift.
That looked to be
Wow.
great. What a phenomenal pull.
That's going to equal her best ever snatch. Wow, she's fired up.
ผ่านครับ
She is definitely wanting to cement her spot at the Olympic Games.
Oh, absolutely.
She's in 11th right now. It's almost certain that she's going.
Next.
Wow, look how narrow she is in the grip.
I mean, that bar landed exactly where it would needed to land.
It's almost like a narrow grip snatch.
Yeah, that's a close grip.
For such long arms.
Disguised a little bit because she's got the ponytail up there. Maybe it looks like the bar is not as high as it is, but that grip is narrow.
Oh, yeah.
ยกครั้งที่ 3
Zelinska going for 110.
Yeah, this is a big lift for Zelinska.
Yeah, I mean, her best is 108.
Personal record here.
108 she hit also in Doha. A lot of these athletes lifted particularly well at that Grand Prix. She's a little bit weaker in the clean and jerk than some of these other athletes, but if she can put up a new personal best in the snatch, the dream of an Olympic spot is on the cards.
Oh,
Wow.
what a beautiful attempt.
That is perfect.
It just
She could not have lifted a kilo more.
no, it does not get any better than that. That is
Wow.
flawless execution.
Veronika Zelinska with a massive 110. Huge. And after her first miss at 107, and it looked like a weight thing, I didn't expect that she'd be doing anything like
No,
that.
not at all.
111.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just So perfect in the bottom. Just sat down there too as well. Didn't rush. Took her time. Made sure she had it.
That was Kaleki-esque.
Yes.
Okay, Kim Soo-hyun is ready to come out. 112 she wants, which the bar's going to just move up now as athletes bump up. 112 will be a personal best, and that's exactly what she needs.
Second attempt for her, representing the Republic of Korea, Kim Soo-hyun.
And we're just going to have to see how her elbows handle these heavy loads. Can she keep them locked out?
Yeah, I mean, the strength is generally not an issue for her. It is always coming down to that. Does she get a press out call?
Kim Soo-hyun has been competing for so long. Back since 2011, her first international. Oh, I don't know. Even if she'd gotten up with it, I don't know if she'd have been allowed that. Those elbows might have been a bit too much.
Just soft. They both bent.
Well, you know, she is. Well, I mean, tragically, at the last Olympic Games, she missed all of her clean and jerks, and so she's, you know, she really wants to go back to this next Olympics just to, you know, redeem herself.
112 for Vibert. We assume she's going to bump from there.
Yeah.
If she wants to get to that 116, yeah, she's going to need probably a 113.
113 will be a personal best.
Well, it also gives her a little bit of room if the absolute, you know, biggest clean and jerk she has to do is 150. That would give her the 263. She's cleaned that from the blocks. We know that.
So Nasa Dahoma's, I think, must be in great shape. She's still at 80 kilos, and her 118 kilo opener still holds. Liang Xiaomei actually missed 103 just a couple of minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
Which she's taken, having already made her opener.
Amaro was flawless on her second.
And even better on her third.
Repeats it so brilliantly, 112.
Wow. She is fired up. She points at the good lift in case we missed it. Unbelievable. That's a 2 kilo personal best.
Oh, phenomenal.
She's going for something big today. Confirming that Olympic spot in style right now. So here comes Kim Soo-hyun. She probably knows that if she doesn't make this, she's going to need a clean and jerk that is just out of her reach. I think she would need 148 if she doesn't make this. Her best is 144.
She has the strength, she has the pull, she's just got to be fast with those arms. She has to lock out.
There we go.
That looks to be it.
Unbelievable.
One
clutch
red
lift.
But no movement from the jury.
No.
We like to see that.
Yeah, I like the look of that lift. I think that's all good.
Brilliant lifting for her.
You know, she catches the bar very internally rotated in the shoulder, which almost gives the illusion of elbows being more bent than they are.
Yeah, we see a lot of that, the shadows of the arms as they rotate and move on the recovery.
You can see the elbow crease almost pointing forwards overhead rather than upwards.
113 on the bar now for Vibert. This is a huge attempt for Vibert.
Yeah, it's personal best.
You know, she did make, I believe, 114, but was given red lights.
Was that the Olympic Games?
Yeah.
It was, yeah, on her third attempt.
Because she dropped the bar above her shoulders. A violation I don't think I've ever seen before or since.
We've never seen it. Well, we've seen it. We've just never seen it enforced.
No. 113, Vibert. 109 was very strong. Oh, it's
Oh,
there.
my
It's
word.
there. Oh,
You know.
she is putting on a show here. 113. I have to believe everyone
Suddenly we're all
who's
thinking
affected by this lifter here
could
is
come
sweating.
true. Remember, if she misses the 116, which is what they want, she'd have to take 150 in
Yeah.
the clean and jerk. She's
That's
cleaned
a-
it off blocks, I believe.
Yes,
She certainly
yes,
jerked
she
it. She
has.
made 160 in training. Okay, so Liang Xiaomei is... What's interesting is they know that they have to be absolutely dominant to get the selection from Team China, and yet they're coming out and putting up a performance which is going to be far from dominant. And so this is almost us seeing the world #1.
Is this a concession? I almost wondered that in the 71s. Was that, has something happened in the last months in training leading up to these performances that they seem a little bit less sparkly than they used to?
Well, I think Wang Zhouyu is fired up for her second Olympics, so we might see her try and do it.
Oh, it's not
She
going to be
can't
there.
watch out, the bar's coming.
That uncharacteristic.
113.
So 113 is going to stay on the bar, though.
Now, Max, I saw just before we started Will Fleming and Mary Tyson Lappin
Yes,
turn
they were
up
here, yeah.
to watch. They want to keep a close eye on what happens here. I can't see them any longer, but I'm assuming that they're here and probably
I have to believe
feeling
so.
quite nervous as
Yeah.
Kate has actually, she's still got the biggest lifts are certainly ahead of her, but
Absolutely.
she's looking good. Okay, we see them. They're on the opposite side of the platform to us watching on.
Oh, yeah, front row seats.
Front row seats.
It's got to be nerve-wracking to be
Oh,
in that
my word.
position. The benefit that Mary has, though, is she is lifting later in this competition.
Yeah.
So, if she can,
She can try to improve again.
Vibert could put up the best total of her life and then get beat by a small margin.
Yeah.
Not even a day later, 2 days later.
So Liang Xiaomei is going to follow herself here. Nacy DeHoma's looking very strong in the back room at 95 kilos. That's all she's at.
Yeah, she's been just kind of bobbling around with light weights for now.
Wang Zhouyu's at 105. We actually saw her snatch 125 kilos in the training hall.
Oh, that's
which
very big.
Which is, that's the most we've seen from anyone in this category.
Back to the platform for a
I just
third attempt.
I just can't believe that Wang Zhouyu is going to be able to move so far ahead with a world record total. I don't think it's possible, but I could see her winning.
Yeah.
But who knows what the Chinese, internal politics is like? Maybe they will send an 81 despite the threat from Salford Coanda. Did you see Coach Yu there? Just
I did.
had no interest.
He was the one I was watching most intently.
He didn't even join in. Okay, Liang Xiaomei just missed this. He was 10 kilos shy of her best.
There it is.
That's much better.
Yep.
So wide in the snatch. So,
14, please.
yeah, two athletes still to open. Wang Zhouyu at 120. Nacy DeHoma's at 118.
Representing Australia.
That is so big. Her best snatch is 121.
เรียกนักกีฬาหมายเลข 9 จากประเทศออสเตรเลียยกครั้งที่ 2
Cikamatana now with 114.
Yeah, it's a kilo under her best. It's a big lift. Will she still be able to power it, or is she going to be forced into the catch, into a deeper position? Oh, she can't steady it.
It's almost typical. We see that from her, that catching it deep, but then not quite getting it turned over and then running forward, losing balance.
Stays on the
It's so strong. She has so much power.
Third attempt, automatic increase for Kate Vibert.
Just a hair forward.
Physically, she is so tremendously strong.
I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't feel any different than 70 kilos.
No. So they're calling Kate at 114, which she won't come out for. She wants 116 today. So we're probably going to come back round to Eileen We'll see Eileen's third attempt. We'll then see Kate's third attempt. And then we're basically going to see a back and forth between Nacy de Homers and Wang Zhouyu, 2 Olympic champions. And potentially neither of whom will be going to this Olympics, which is just a tragedy. Such are the demands of this qualification period.
All right.
Coach Coffer there, giving Eileen some smelling salts, which she appears to have just inhaled there. She's made of sterner stuff than we are, that's for sure.
Yes. 114. Just needs a little more turnover. The bar would be in the perfect spot. Wouldn't have to chase it forward.
Oh, that's perfection.
Yep. Nice lifting
there
from
we go.
Cikamatana. She looks all the more improved technically now.
Yeah, I mean, she could be in the hunt for a medal potentially.
16 kilograms.
Depends what sort of, well, she's going to have to go up against Liang Xiaomei. Yeah, she didn't snatch great, but she is the world record holder in the clean and jerk still. So,
well, she's currently in the lead. We have 2 more to open, and then Vibert right here with 116.
So this would be it. I mean, this is
massive.
This is enormous. It's an American record. I don't know by how much, but it certainly is. And it's a personal best in the snatch. She hit this in training last Tuesday, a week ago today, and then she flew straight out to Thailand having made that.
You know, moving up to the 81s has given her a lot of strength, and they have really capitalized on it.
Yep. They've had since mid-December to start gaining the weight. But this is astronomical.
A monster attempt, 116. She's caught it.
Unbelievable, she can't.
Just forward. Oh, what a heroic attempt. There's the U.S. coaching staff just in awe. What an incredible attempt, but it just wasn't quite enough.
So she's not out of it. She can still, she now needs 150.
I mean, that's a massive clean and jerk.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what we just saw
But
Olivia hit.
if she's in that kind of shape in the snatch, I mean, 150 might be in the cards today.
Yeah. Okay, Nacy de Homers now, the Olympic champion, comes out at 118 kilos, just 3 kilos shy of her best. Her career is nothing short of illustrious. She's competed internationally 40 times. She's won over half of those competitions. Oh, wow.
Perfection.
It's the heaviest opener yet in her career, and she makes it look like that. 92% of all her openers have been made, and more impressively, she's made 77% of her third attempt snatches.
Yeah, I mean, one of the most consistent snatchers we've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, she's got to do something quite extraordinary today. Her best total is 263, but today she's going to have to total 266 kilos to move ahead of Tamara Salazar, who's not here. She's injured.
Yeah, I mean, a 3 kilo increase on the total sounds like it's not that much, but it is monumental. At this level, making a 1 kilo personal record is a big deal. Improving your total by 3, that's challenging.
Okay, so Wang Zhouyu wants a world record. And she wants to be the world number 1.
She's opening basically right there on its doorstep.
Yeah. The world standard is 127. She'd need 128. Seems a bit much. She's made 126 before in competition. And this is going to equal her heaviest snatch ever.
On an opening lift.
But you can't bet against an Olympic champion. She has the biggest pull out of all of these athletes, but she can be wobbly.
Oh, she sinks down just a little
She
bit
hold on.
to stabilize. That was good.
There we go. That's 120 kilos on the board for her opening attempt. Where's she going to jump to next? Will it be 125 and then 128?
Second attempt, Nancy Holmes, Ecuador.
Now, Max, what do you think Wang Zhouyu would have to hit in the total for Team China to send her? Bearing in mind, Salford has made 280 as an 87.
This is the question I think we're all wondering is what can Kawanda do at 81? And, you know, maybe it was a smart strategy for her to be a little bit coy in showing that hand. She's been 81 for maybe only one meet.
Right,
and now she's
Cuba.
Competed at 87, each time improving the total. You know, does she cut down and lose some off that 280, or does she cut down and she's even stronger?
Yeah. Here's Nancy de Holmes, second attempt, 121. This to move ahead of Wang Zhouyu, put herself in a good position for trying to get that personal best total.
Oh, as good as the first.
It equals her best, and she's looking very fast.
Yeah, super
dare I say, making lighter work than Wang Zhouyu.
Remains the athlete at this weight.
Wang Zhouyu just has this power in the pull.
Yeah.
An explosion. I mean, you see it even on her third attempt clean and jerks. It looks as though she might be able to power clean the weight, but then the stand, the recovery is so tough.
Yeah, I mean, the Chinese athletes are typically just incredibly strong. They show so much control throughout the entire lift.
So it will be de Holmes following herself because Wang Zhouyu doesn't really, she's not battling it out with Nacy. She's battling it out with the world records.
The world record standard in this event is,
and it just seems so bizarre that, you know, two Chinese athletes who I thought were a sure thing for the Olympics, with Lao Fang and Liang Xiaomei, have turned up to this final competition in the worst shape of the entire quad, and you know, have probably lost out on their shot at the Olympic Games. They probably will not make
it's very
the
possible.
selection. Here's Nacy. Her sister sits a few yards from us, watching on. Angie de Holmes, of course, has qualified in the women's 71s.
Third attempt, 123 kilograms. Representing Ecuador, Nacy de Holmes.
Okay, this is a personal best for her in the snatch.
She's just such a precise lifter, too. First and second attempt both look identical.
Yeah.
If she can just keep that technique the same, she'll make that personal record right now.
This is 5 kilos over what she hit to win the Olympic Games.
Oh, she's done it with ease.
Oh my word. That is just so pinpoint perfect.
Yeah, 3 for 3, every one identical to the last. You couldn't tell which one was which.
And you know, somebody else who we have spoken about, but who's going to be watching with some intrigue there, will be Salford Kawanda, who competes in a couple of hours' time.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's going to be watching and thinking, wow, I didn't realize I was going to have to go up against someone who looks this good when we get to the Olympics. So Wang Zhouyu, you know, can she make this? She's made 126 in the past. She won the World Championships in Thailand back in 2019. She made a 158 clean and jerk there.
Her opener was a little bit forward. She had to step under it to recover, walk across the platform. Oh, that one looked heavier.
Yeah.
Oh, she's complaining. She's saying, well, she's not complaining. She's pointing out that the weights maybe were not tightened. The collar wasn't tight.
Interesting.
125 remains on the barbell, please. Wang Zhouyu, People's Republic of China, third attempt.
Yeah, that's forward. That's heavy looking. Just out front like that. Doesn't get turned over. When the bar doesn't get turned over like that, you know, the only thing the athlete can do is step under, run forward. Even if they do catch it, it's still going to be a fight, and every step forward just increases the speed that bar is moving across the platform.
Yeah.
We see that a few times. We've seen that many times in the competition where an athlete is running forward and just can't stop in time to save it.
So I think that Liang Xiaomei is going to withdraw. She's put her trainers on in the back room, taking her weightlifting shoes off. Oh no, now she's put her weightlifting shoes back on. So maybe she was thinking about it and then she changed her mind, I don't know.
Oh, interesting.
Odd thing to do.
Representing the People's Republic of China.
Okay, this is the final attempt in the snatch portion of this women's 81 kilo A session. This will move Wang Zhouyu from the silver medal in the lift to the gold medal, ahead of Nacy Dahomez, the two Olympic champions in different categories, battling it out. Oh, she pulled that one so much harder than her second.
Overcorrection almost. Threw it behind.
And so, I didn't expect us to have a non-Chinese gold medalist in the snatch today, but that's what we've got, the gold medal to Ecuador. It's Nacy Dahomez with 123 kilos. She went 3 for 3. The silver medal to Wang Zhouyu at 120 kilos. And the bronze medal is going to go to Kim Il-sul from the C group with 115 kilos. So in the back room, Nacy Dahomez was unbothered by her win, which actually makes sense because she's not here to win. She's here to move ahead of her teammate, Tamara Salazar. Whether or not she wins this competition or not is almost like it will be a happy coincidence for her.
Yeah.
The main thing is to be the #1 ranked Ecuadorian in the 81s, which currently she is not. Liang Xiaomei is just started to move well, no, she's up at 75 kilos. Wang Zhouyu started to move the bar around. Kate Vibert's at 100 kilos already. And here we have the opening attempt of Zelinska. So she's going to be looking to get at least initially into 13th in the world, which could become 10th once we remove 3 of the athletes in the top 10 who we think might be removed. To do that, she needs 244 kilos. She'd need 134 in a second attempt to do that.
Well, she makes
I
openers like that. Yeah, she's positioning herself for that attempt.
Just 3 more kilos, and she might bump Jansen from Mongolia out of that position. So just to confirm, if you remove Liang Xiaomei from China, and we don't believe China's going to send Liang Xiaomei, despite her being the world #1, if you remove Marie Fegway from France, who we think might be competing at 71 at the Olympics, and then you remove the US athlete, whether that's Matty Rogers or Kate Vibert, assuming that Kate doesn't get that 263, then 13th becomes 10th, and that's why these athletes are trying to get into 13th in the world.
Yeah.
Zelinska could do that on a second attempt here.
Yeah, we've seen a few times where a strategy similar to that. We saw earlier yesterday, Wes Kitts from the U.S. chose not to lift here and allowed
Don Opologi to get into the top 10.
And then Jonathan Rivas to, fail to get into that spot. So he really left it, to the universe to decide.
Yeah. So Laura Amaro now, 133 kilos. Her best total is 247. This will put her at 245 on her opener. A readjustment there. Oh,
she's just pushed herself back behind the bar on the split there.
Yeah. And she's probably going to be okay in terms of her Olympic spot. She's 11th. She only needs one athlete to be removed before she moves into the top 10, which we definitely know will,
yeah,
at least one of them is going.
It's happening for sure.
Now, what's Kim Soo-hyun going to open at? She's put in 140. She would need 146.
More great lifting to come later today. First to change, 134.
Okay, this is it then. For Veronika Zelinska, 134. This puts her at 230. Sorry, 246.
135, please, loaders. Diana Chirinos, Venezuela, first attempt.
She's bumped up to 135.
Interesting.
Okay, so she's going for 12th, not 13th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, potentially the 1 kilo isn't
Yeah.
that big a difference. It might be a smart move if she doesn't make a third.
And if Marie decides I want to go at 81, or Kate does hit the 263, or China says for some reason we will send Liang Xiaomei, then being in 12th is a safer bet than 13th. Okay, she comes, Diana Chirinos from Venezuela, 135 kilos. Not her best day in the snatch. She only made, well, she missed her first 2 attempts.
Oh, a little forward.
It's a tough clean.
Has to get back under it. But the jerk is very strong.
Yeah. That puts her at 240. She's the athlete in 12th that Veronika Zelinska is trying to overtake. Now, what did Spencer Arnold tell us that Kate was going to open at?
139 is my guess. That's what he said. So 139 is, I imagine, what they'll take.
But they were, that was when they thought they were going to have to get 146, but now they've got to get the 147. Now they've got to get 150.
I could see her opening as heavy as 140.
40, 45, 50.
That's my guess.
But then you wonder, would it be easier on her body to do 36, 43, 50? You know what I mean? And
potentially. I think in her case, my guess would be that they would want maybe a second shot at 150 if needed, or to take it on the second attempt. And that's a huge lift for her.
Veronika Zelinska comes out 135 for her second attempt. This to likely get a spot at the Olympic Games for now. It's a 3 kilo personal best.
She's up with the clean.
Oh, wow. Night and day from her opening attempt.
Yeah, not nearly enough power on that drive. The bar is just not high enough.
But it was a tough recovery. I think if Laura Maro now comes out for this, gives Veronika a bit of time. Veronika's pull is so massive. If she can just rack the bar a bit quicker and then try and look at that. I mean, she bounced a bit too far back on her heels, which made the stand a little tougher. She get up
just
better.
Seemingly no speed in the footwork there.
No.
Yeah, she just barely makes an attempt to get under the split, but
I said that her snatch looked Kalecki-esque. Her jerk, though, I'm afraid I can't quite make that comparison. Arguably the nicest looking split jerker ever.
Moves up 135. Veronika Zelinska, Poland. Third attempt, 1 minute clock.
เปลี่ยนไปเล่นกีฬาหมายเลข 5 จากประเทศโปแลนด์ยกครั้งที่ 3
so 135 will remain for Zelinska.
Wow, she's got 35 seconds. She needs to go. They need to move now. Are they putting in a change? She's got 30 seconds.
Oh, she's just seeing it now. Is
What do
she
you mean?
changing? She's not changing. She's going to time out here.
What's she doing?
Oh, this is brutal.
Have they not realized?
There must be.
Is there an error? There must be an error.
There must be an error in the scorecard.
They look
in the
far too calm.
Score system.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Phew, they bumped up. 136. Okay.
Laura Amaro, Brazil.
Gosh, she's going.
Second attempt.
You know, it's so
for
hard
246.
จากประเทศบราซิล
And she moves up. Diana,
I just look at it and I think,
Venezuela, second
why-
attempt, 136.
Why are you going for 246?
ผู้เล่นกีฬาหมายเลข6จากประเทศเว
I
เน
mean,
ซุ
you
เอลา
surely don't need this
ยกที่
much.
สอง
It's just such an odd attempt selection.
I'm going to get more rest now because that's going to, well, Chirinos is the automatic increase. Laura Maro's gone for 137, so it will be Zelinska.
Yeah, she's at a minute now.
And was it worth it? We'll see.
136.
ผู้เล่นกีฬาหมายเลข5จากประเทศโปแลนด์ยก
You know, so much for a lifter like this who's so tall and not super strong in the legs. So much of the success in the jerk is going to be related to that clean. You know, she's
only
getting
needed-
something from the crowd.
134 would have moved into 13th, which we think is what she needs. But here she is now at 136. If she makes this, it probably will send her to the Olympics. It's a better clean.
She's up.
She has to move faster here.
Oh,
wow.
made the effort, sank deep, but just could not stop that bar from pushing her down.
I mean, she definitely committed to it. Her back knee even hit the ground, I think. She went so deep under that jerk, but she just couldn't make it. She gets a big round of applause. I think a lot of people knew what she was going for there.
137, please.
So Laura Amaro, who missed 133, is coming out at 137.
Oh, big increase.
Big increase. Well, you know, she's 11th.
Yeah, she's got
pretty safe, but maybe she wants to just,
you know, see
really make that sort of confirm things a bit better.
Just how stressed her coaches are.
They looked at it in the snatch as well, though.
Yeah, she performed brilliantly there.
It's a good clean. She's going to have to be snappy with this. Ooh.
Oh, she's wobbling a little bit.
Can
She's got
she
to
hold
stabilize.
it? Oh, she almost lost that right near the end.
What a fight. He's pumped up. He's relieved. You can see that. Had a few.
249. That's it's a
Still on the barbell. Second attempt.
personal best by 2 kilos. You know, what that does is it doesn't move her up a spot. It just, if multiple athletes did try and move past her, which I don't think is even possible at this point, too many have withdrawn or not managed to, then it would just make it harder for them. But, you know, you just remove one athlete ahead of her, and she's going to the Olympics. Okay, Diana Chirinos now from Venezuela, 138 kilos. Oh,
falls on her pretty
she's
far.
Just up. It's a big bar crash, but she did have a good jerk on her opener. Oh,
that's just
so
not
close.
going to be there.
She had a lot of words of encouragement from her team out front and her coaches around by the side of the platform.
Third attempt, the automatic 1 kilo increase. Laura Amaro. Chirinos
So
next.
138 is going to call out Amaro, but she'll definitely bump from there.
Yeah, she'll want to go up again.
Means that Chirinos is going to lose that 2-minute clock.
So in the back room we have Eileen doing her classic 110 kilo power, hand power sort of move that she does. Kate Vibert has made the 135. That's surely going to be her last lift before she comes out. She's put in 139. She might actually be out now.
Yeah, Chirinos goes up. No.
Wang Zhouyu's at 85, Liang Xiaomei 135. You can see Kate there at the back of the screen. She's going to be the next athlete out now.
United States of America. First attempt.
And I think she is going to come out.
She moves up. 139, please. Diana Chirinos. Venezuela, third attempt.
Oh, interesting. Did Vibert move to 40?
Yeah,
Yes,
she did.
And not unusual, not unexpected at least. All right, 139. She made 135. That 39, the bar crashed on her in the clean, but she ground out the recovery. Just left that jerk a little bit forward. And she has to make a bit better clean here. Receive the bar a bit higher, get a better bounce. Oh, it's just forward. Crashes on her, and that's that.
140 kilograms, please. First attempt.
Hey, Liang Xiaomei then
Xiaomei.
will be the athlete out.
Republic of China. Kim, Korea. Next.
She holds a world record at 161 kilos. Clearly not in great shape today, coming out 21 kilos shy of that. Wow.
Not too bad a clean.
No.
Right into the jerk, and it looks to be okay.
Yeah, that looks very solid. That looks like she could jump up to 150 if she wanted to.
No issues at all.
Kim Soo-hyun, wow. She's also at 140. She needs 144 to move back ahead of Kim Il-sul.
Thank you, loaders. First attempt. Kim Soo-hyun. Republic of Korea, first attempt. Vibert next.
She said she's very excited for this session. 144, she said, is her best in the clean and jerk. That's what she made at the Asian Championships a couple of months ago. She said she's focusing on her emotions, her skills, her stamina, her patience, and her strength. So quite a broad group of things to be working on. Very powerful athlete.
There she is with the
That
clean.
looks very nice. Oh, her left elbow might have moved a bit.
You know, it looks
No,
to be
three
good
whites.
though. 3 whites.
The jury.
Oh, jury, there they are. Swooping in to snatch victory.
They might try and take this away from her, and if they do, she'll probably just go up.
I mean,
She
would
has
have-
to treat that as
yeah.
a make and go for the 144.
No other lift to
Yeah,
take. Yeah,
her
that's
left elbow.
a press out.
I'm surprised she got 3 whites.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, I
the
mean, look at
discrepancy
that.
between the jury and the referees this session,
Yeah, I mean,
a
we've
little bit off.
seen tremors that have been red lighted.
Yeah.
And yet somehow Kim Soo-hyun got away with that until the jury called it.
After jury review, the jury has overturned the referee's
There it
decision. Him, no lift due to bending and extending the arms. No lift.
So
him.
Vibert will be the
Barbell
lifter
stays
still,
with
though. It's
Kate
140
Vibert,
for
United
her.
States' first attempt at 140 kilograms.
This has to be one of the heaviest openers she's
Oh,
ever
for sure.
done. I mean, this lift being successful would put her a kilo behind her best ever total. 254.
Yeah. Yeah, heaviest opener to date was 137. Of course, she did then go to the European Championships last month and open even heavier, but this is enormous.
Well, she looked very strong in the snatch. What does the clean and jerk look like with the increase in weight class? Oh,
Wow.
That was a very comfortable lift. Oh, that jerk
Okay.
is rock solid, too.
Yeah, a little wobbly perhaps, but
You know, she does
made
that.
light work of that one.
Yeah, she moves around a little bit overhead. She's not the, you know, the picture of stability, but she saves lifts like that.
I've never seen her look that good.
Yeah, she is looking very strong here.
She made 160 in the jerk in training a couple of weeks
Saw
ago.
that, yeah.
And a 190 back squat personal best.
I mean, that has to give you confidence for a 150 clean and jerk.
I change 140.
It's a big jump, but I could see them.
I think they're going to take something in between.
Yeah, they will. It's a conservative move. It's a smart move to take something in the middle there.
She told me in the training hall a few days ago that I mentioned the 190 back squat to her, and she said she actually was going to try and do it for a triple. And she did it for one and realized I'm not even going to be able to hold this much longer.
You know, that's smart. Takes experience to not do that and dig yourself into a hole, possibly get hurt.
141 for Amaro. This will put her up at 253 kilos, which is a massive personal best in the total for her. It moves her up ahead of both Matty Rogers, who's still actually in 10th here, until Kate Vibert. Oh no, Kate has that lift move.
253 would surpass Rogers.
That just surpassed Matty Rogers, but this lift will move ahead of Kate and Peguero.
Well, that was actually
Dominican Republic.
A very strategic move for Kate.
Yes.
Because if there is, who knows what kind
Injuries
of scenario,
or,
yeah, she'd be in the rank.
Oh, it's a tough clean, but timed so well.
Makes that big readjustment.
Yeah.
Fights for it. She's got a hold.
Get ready for the celebration because Laura Amaro has nailed it.
3 whites. She is overcome with emotion after that lift.
Yeah, I mean, that's the sort of day that she will dream about for the Olympic Games. Absolute perfection. 5 for 6, basically 6 for 6 because she bumped up after the miss. That's the total that she wanted.
Heroic day for her.
Yeah, she's 9th in the world now.
Watch the fight on this jerk.
Yeah, she had to work hard. You know, you could argue that she wasn't actually totally in control of the bar when she did move, when she did let it go. She took a few steps.
Definitely looking for the jury to do something there. I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't. They're talking now about it, but they're not going to call it.
They like to reminisce on that.
Okay, so Nacy DeHomers needs a 266 kilo total if she wants to go to the Olympic Games.
This would do it.
This would do it. Okay. A 123 gold in the snatch. Wow, she's really doing so well.
Oh, beautiful clean. That's easy. And just
there we go.
Crushes the lift. 266. She's done it.
Yeah, the Olympic champion is going back to the Olympics. She points at her teammate, and she has done it. Unbelievable. The sisters will be at the Olympic Games. And what will she go to? I mean, she mentioned to us that training this year has gone very well. She's almost back to 100%. Seems like she's back beyond 100% based on that.
That looks to be.
Definitely a Paris medalist contender, that's for sure. Okay, Kim Soo-hyun basically has 2 attempts at this to move back ahead of Kim Il-sung. If she makes it, she goes to the Olympics. If she doesn't, she won't be going this year. Such a fun lifter to watch. Always a positive attitude.
Yes.
Always smiling, often dancing.
Well,
Here's
we're going to
Kim
see
Soo-hyun.
some kind of a dance here if she's successful with this.
Oh, I'd imagine so.
256 total would put her exactly where she wants to be. Punch the ticket to the Olympics.
Big smile as she approaches the platform.
A very energetic
Wow.
clean.
She's going to have to lock out better on the left arm. Oh, something was off there.
She looks stunned by that lift. I'm
Yeah.
not sure what happened, but she reeled back from it in almost disbelief.
Please, Kate Vibert,
She made this at the Asian Championships.
Second attempt.
Oh, she's in a spot now. One lift to do it.
Well, she's going to have to follow herself because Kate won't come out for this 144. So Kate's going to steal the clock.
Begins. Kim next.
And suddenly Kim Soo-hyun's going to have only a minute on the clock. There we go. Kate's bumped to 145.
The barbell back. Third attempt. Kim Soo-hyun, Republic of Korea. Cikamatana next.
You know, huge credit to Kim Il-sung to have come out of nowhere and hit that 115, 140 in the C session to get the South Korean slot.
Yeah, I mean,
You
that
know,
was
almost a Rizky versus Rahmat moment where
yeah.
Kim Soo-hyun has been the #1 in South Korea for so long in this category, and then at the last chance qualifier, someone just comes out of the woodworks and absolutely smashes
To
it.
do it in a B session as well is
Kim Soo-hyun.
In a C session, wow.
See, yeah, it's such an interesting move. You would think you'd want to be in the A session to fight back and forth if you had to. I mean, you're just leaving that total up to this, but
It's possible they have the same coaches.
yeah,
And
that's
they had
possible.
to separate them. Okay, so this is it. This is to go to the Olympic Games. Can she get up with it?
She's got to lock out. She needs the speed in the split. She's done that. She's locked it out. She's
Can
held
she
it.
hold it?
Is it white lights?
That
Two
is
whites, one
the
red.
most impressive lift of her entire career.
She's done it. She has punched her ticket to the Olympic
She
Games.
looks emotional. Tears coming as she knows, no, the jury are
Oh
intervening.
my Lord, the jury is
Surely
stopping.
not. Surely they can't take that away from
That's
her.
got to be one of the most brutal
That was
jury
the best
stops
jerk
we've
we've
ever
seen.
seen. Let's see.
What is wrong with that? What on earth could they have a problem with? There's nothing wrong with it. Both elbows look strong. It's a good lift. The
The
crowd
audience
starts
is
to
applauding.
cheer.
The audience is trying to drown them out.
They're saying it's a good lift, but they've made a decision. The decision is being passed to the speaker. We're going to have an answer. Is Kim going to the Olympics?
The jury has confirmed the referee's
Confirmed.
decision.
It's a good
It's
lift.
confirmed good lift.
Kim Soo-hyun has moved back ahead of Kim Il-sung and will be representing South Korea at
Wow.
the Olympic Games. You can see the emotion on her face.
Extraordinary. The audience erupts after hearing that call.
Wow, what a moment after missing it on a second attempt.
That was incredible. I don't think I've ever been in a situation with that much drama hanging on the jury's decision.
Yeah. Opening attempt now for Eileen Cikamatana. Training's gone well, she told us. The heaviest clean and jerk she's made this year is 150. Although, of course, we've seen her go even heavier off the blocks.
Right into a full clean.
Such a powerful lockout.
Incredibly strong jerk.
And a comfortable opener. She can go up a few kilos, that's for sure.
145.
Okay, so Kate Vibert coming out for a personal record and an American record.
Yeah, this is a
Because the American record clean and jerk is 144, held by Olivia Reeves, which she did weighing something at around 72 kilos.
71.95.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
This is massive.
That's a personal best for her.
It's one of those lifts where it's enormous, but it doesn't do anything for the Olympic journey for her.
No.
It's a stepping stone,
It
but
is.
a monstrous stepping stone it is.
This will put her at 258 kilos in the total, which moves her into 6th in the world, but she needs to be in 5th if she wants to go.
Oh, very good clean.
Strongest she's ever looked.
Into the jerk.
My
oh, my
word.
Lord. That
I
was
can't believe it.
absolutely amazing.
Look at Spencer Arnold. He cannot believe the shape that Kate Vibert's in. And
That
Max,
was unexpectedly strong.
if she had made the 116, I would
would've been
definitely said she could do the 147. Can she do 150?
Looking at that, I think it's a distinct possibility.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
she didn't even wait more than a half a second right into the jerk, just absolutely destroyed that weight.
I can't believe that she just did that. I can't believe it. I mean,
we said this at the beginning. If anyone can do it, it's going to be her.
113, 145. That's massive.
4 kilo personal record on the total from what she did in December.
And she's back in the US record book. She doesn't currently have a record.
146 to Homas. She's already in the Olympics. This is just to increase her total.
This will put her up at 269 kilos. That would be number 2 in the world. This is to move ahead of Sarah Ahmed in the rankings. Not a problem.
Just punches out the jerk easily.
Yeah. I mean, some people just got a little extra power and they were bored. She's one of those people.
5 for 5 so far. Just a phenomenal performance.
146, please. Kate Vibert, United States of America, 3rd.
Okay, the automatic increase to 146 for Kate Vibert. She won't take it. I think we're going to go to Liang Xiaomei. Oh, no, Wang Zhouyu is coming out at 147.
Wang Zhouyu, People's Republic of China. Liang, next.
Well, Wang Zhouyu missed 145 in the back room. She cleaned it, missed the jerk. She's now dropped her opener because of that to 147. So this is not going to be easy. She did make 155 though in the training hall. Might have just been that she didn't quite turn on the emotion in the back room. She needs an audience for this sort of weight.
A huge pull, but a really tough recovery.
Yeah, her pull is just something else. Oh, look at that jerk.
Jerk is no problem.
Authoritative. And that doesn't even put her into the lead.
147 again on the barbell, please.
I mean, look at these totals. 269, 267, 259, 258. Just enormous. Athletes are just lifting incredibly.
So Homas withdrew from her 3rd clean and jerk.
Okay.
I mean, she really didn't need to do much.
Yeah, she's happy. She's the world number 2. And nobody else is going to move ahead of her other than, you know, potentially the Chinese who were already ahead of her anyway.
And there's 5 lifts left in this session.
Yeah. Liang Xiaomei 148. After this, I think it's going to be Eileen and then Kate. She points to her elbows. They don't have the strongest lockout. 13 kilos under her world record that she hit in Doha at the World Cup back in December. She is the world number 1. But that's looking a little tough today.
Oh, wow.
She almost didn't look like she cared to even move her leg out of the way of that bar.
That jerk was so
Oh, it skimmed
tough.
her knee.
And then it looked like it almost hit her knee on the way down.
She looks absolutely done. Tired, exhausted.
next.
Okay, so
กีฬาหมายเลข10จากประเทศสหรัฐอเมริกา
Vibert moves up, 148.
Yeah, Vibert's moved up to 149.
Liang Xiaomei, People's Republic of China. Vibert next. Time begins. Liang.
เรียกกีฬาหมายเลข1จากประเทศสาธารณรัฐประชาชน
Liang Xiaomei, what's she going to do? She is going to come back out for this. She's got to get it nice and clean. I'm not sure there's much she can do to improve the technique of the clean.
No.
She's just going to have to be stronger in the recovery.
In the next 30 seconds, she's going to have to get a little bit stronger.
This is not the shape of someone who can beat Salford.
Oh, tough recovery. Again, can't find the jerk.
Now, Salford Cranda, who competes in the next 87 kilo session, totaled 280 kilos. Liang Xiaomei has just totaled 253. In fact, in the training hall, Salford doubled in the snatch, more than Liang Xiaomei even made here, and power cleaned 145 kilos, which is more than Liang Xiaomei was able to clean and jerk. So China is almost certainly not sending anyone in this category to the Olympic Games.
Now, this is a interesting situation, the 71s and 81s.
So Eileen now.
She made easy work of 145. Oh, tough recovery there. But she's got a super solid jerk.
Wow.
There it is.
And that's massive, but Max, that has just moved Eileen closer to fourth.
Oh no.
So Kate now, if she goes for the 263, she will not surpass Eileen. She now needs 264. So now she's going to need 151. I just pray that they've worked that out in the back room.
Yes, they have.
They have?
151,
oh,
yeah.
Thank goodness.
I would not expect Spencer to not be aware of that.
Yeah, I know.
He's such an on-it kind of coach.
That is an eventuality we hadn't really even thought about. And if Kate does it, and then Eileen makes the same weight, she knocks Kate back out. Okay, here comes Wang Zhouyu. You'll notice that her pull is enormous. She racks the bar well above parallel. But then the recovery in the clean is very tough.
Oh, pushed her down. It buries her. Team China on the women's side is looking to, they are struggling right now.
150 on the barbell again.
She's going to have to.
Wang Zhouyu, People's Republic of China, third attempt. Vibert next.
I mean,
3 attempts remaining in this competition.
เรียกกีฬาหมายเลข8จากประเทศสหรัฐประชาชนจีนยกครั้งที่3ในกีฬาคนต่อไปจากประเทศสหรัฐอเมริกา
she'll have to repeat that. I mean, she really can't go up.
No. So Wang Zhouyu, if she does make this, she moves 270 kilos. She'll be in the lead. She'll beat Nacy de Homers by a kilo. Right now, I'm not sure she will. And Kate Vibert is going to have to clean and jerk. Who's declined? Wang?
Wow.
Who? Nacy?
No, she's just announcing Nacy did, even though that was 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right. Lang's coming out now, 150. I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw a Chinese athlete get pinned in the clean.
No.
So uncharacteristic.
It's a massive pull. This time
huge
she's
fight.
up. This probably for the win. Oh!
Just not there.
Wang Zhouyu, the one time in her career she finally beats Liang Xiaomei, but she can't defeat the return of Nacy de Homez. The bar now to 151 kilos. This is an enormous personal record attempt for Kate Vibert. If she makes this lift, she moves into 5th in the world and is closer to 4th than her teammate Mary Tyson-Lappin is in the plus 87s, who's also in 5th and is close to 4th. This will do it for Kate. If she somehow makes this massive American record personal best attempt, but then Eileen comes back out and makes her 3rd attempt, Kate will then be removed again from that position.
This is it. This is a lifetime of work right here. One lift for Kate Vibert.
Before today, her best on the platform was 142 kilos. Here she is now at 151.
Oh, it's just too much. It's too heavy for the day.
It's too much. And she
fought as hard as she possibly could. Put an incredible 4 kilograms on her personal record total.
Had she made that 116 snatch, which was so close, I really think the 147 was there when she made the 145. But even so, Kate Vibert will walk away with 258 kilos, a heroic performance, her best total to date. And if that is, which we may believe is her last ever international performance, she ends on an absolute career high. And a credit to her and Spencer for going for this incredible 263 that they were aiming at. Here comes Eileen.
Huge pull, but just can't recover.
Now, I wonder why she went for 153. That would have been 267. It would have equaled the silver.
Yeah.
It's an odd call, but
odd number to pick.
And all of a sudden, just like that, the 81 kilo A session is over. And did anyone expect Nacy de Homez to return to competition looking like this? Because I didn't. 123, 146. Not only has she won, she's moved into the #2 ranked spot on the Olympic qualifying rankings, ahead of Sarah Ahmed. The silver medal to Wang Zhouyu, bronze to Eileen Cikamatana,